Everyone, welcome back. The Polestar 3 has arrived, and Vivaldi is along for the ride. With the Polestar 2, Vivaldi became the first browser for Android Automotive OS. Now Vivaldi's full-feature browser for cars is available for customers of the new Polestar 3 SUV. Now, we're well aware that the Polestar 3 SUV will begin manufacturing in early 2023. In the United States, I believe the manufacturing will start in late 2023, towards the end of next year, around October. I remember specifically when Vivaldi became available on the Polestar 2, I made a video about how incredible it was because we needed a browser for the Polestar vehicle. Now this same feature will be available in the Polestar 3, and it's really good. So with the Polestar 3 on the horizon, the company's first SUV, Vivaldi is expanding its presence into cars and providing a superior browsing experience for drivers. The Polestar 3 reflects a unique design language along with a very high level of standard equipment. The fully electric 5-seated SUV produces up to 360 kilowatts per hour and up to 840 Nm of torque in a standard model. With the optional performance pack, total output is 380 kilowatts and 910 Nm. The technological and sustainability ambitions of Polestar and Vivaldi's are well aligned. So with both companies, they both value transparency, privacy, responsibility of innovation, and they're both approaching design from a Scandinavian perspective, one where trust and listening to users is key. Remember, ladies and gents, they're both approaching design from a Scandinavian perspective. I did not know that Vivaldi was a Scandinavian company or have some at least Scandinavian origin. This puts it even closer in relation to Polestar. Polestar and Volvo is very fond of working with companies who have a lot in similarities, especially when it comes to their origin, being Scandinavian origin. Built into the Polestar 3 will be Google Play. The entire OS is powered by Android Automotive OS. And not many vehicles have this ability. Now, incredibly, the Polestar 3 will also have Apple CarPlay, just like the Polestar 2s. So it will give users both options. So this is fantastic. And don't forget, ladies and gents, over-the-air updates is always included, of course. Future-proofing setup. It receives regular over-the-air updates to keep the operating system nice and fresh, to keep apps and car system as cutting edge when they were first released. And of course, the Polestar 3 will notify drivers when an update is ready to install, so you can plan while the vehicle is charging overnight. 5G is coming to this vehicle as well. Polestar provides secure 5G internet to give access to web, real-time traffic updates, dedicated in-car version of popular apps. Although the connection is always active, there's no need to economize on data, as the first 3 years of use are included in the car's purchases price. The central display of the vehicle, ladies and gents, I had a chance to use one of these central displays in the Polestar 2. In my experience, really lovely to use. The system was really nice and smooth, really nice and fresh. Now, of course, the car was brand new. Give it a few years down the line, all systems become a little bit slow, a little bit laggy. Tesla systems do this, Apple system does this, Android system does this. All computer system becomes slow over time. I've always wanted hardware to be able to be manually updated. Imagine you have a Polestar 2 and in 5 years the system becomes a little bit slow. Imagine if there was a scenario when you could bring the vehicle into a Polestar dealership or a Polestar warehouse and they could remove the hardware and replace it with a new hardware computer, essentially giving your internal system, the central display, a new computer, almost making it feel like a new car from the computer system standard point. I've always been curious of that, and I wonder which company will be the first to do something like that. I hope Polestar considers it. I can definitely see Tesla considering something like that, but then again, it could be unlikely. Then again, it might just be a far-fetched idea, but I've always liked sharing my far-fetched ideas. Now, I did find a fantastic article from Driving Electric. All new Polestar 3 electric SUV unveiled with over 379 miles range. Sweden Tesla Model X. They're calling it the Sweden's Tesla Model X, and the BMW iX rival is available to order right now with pricing starting from £79,900. Yes, this car is basically 80 grand car, in pounds at least, and wow, is it worth it? Only time will tell, of course, only time will tell, but one thing I can say for sure is that this car will definitely come with bi-directional charging. It has been confirmed by Polestar. It won't be available on the car immediately, but it will be an update that will be brought to the car later. Most likely a software update that will be brought to the car later. This car will essentially be able to power your home in an emergency. I think it's a fantastic feature to have. I believe more EV SUVs and pickup trucks are starting to have this feature. I believe the Ford F-150 Lightning actually introduced this feature. I think other vehicles might have introduced it first, but the Ford F-150 definitely made it extremely popular. I think the Tesla Cybertruck is rumored to have it as well. Do not quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure, but I'd be surprised if it doesn't. I can expect Rivian vehicles to have this feature as well, although I don't know for certain, but this is becoming a basic feature, especially in SUVs. It's becoming a really interesting buying point for the vehicles as well. Can you imagine having bi-directional charging in your SUV? It can power your home in an emergency. I think it's a fantastic thing to bring to vehicles these days. And it's an amazing way to sell your car. You're selling a car for 80 grand, just like Polestar. And what will you tell your customers? Well, this car can power your home in the case of an emergency. I think a lot of people will find that somewhat surprising when they are told that in customer service checkout or experiencing a Polestar. But yes, I think the idea is extremely exciting. I think that's going to draw a lot more attention and a lot more buying power from a lot of people. What a great way to convince people to buy an 80 grand car. It's not just luxurious, great performance, great efficiency. It looks incredible, but it also has some of the most amazing features. Now, both the long range and performance model features a 111 kilowatts usable battery offering 379 miles or 360 miles respectively. That puts it in direct competition with the BMW iX, which in its longest range can cover 380 miles fully charged. The latest Tesla Model X long range has a range of under 350 miles. I do like the fact that they're calling this vehicle Sweden's Tesla Model X. I love it. I've got plenty of videos going into more details on this car, so you can check that out on the channel if you'd like. But that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to see more. Leave a like, leave a comment, and of course, I'll see you in our next video.